Off-street parking. In many urban centers, some areas are exclusively allotted for parking, which will be at some distance away from the main stream of traffic. In many urban centers, some areas are exclusively allotted for parking, which will be some will be which will be at some distance away from the main stream of traffic. Such a parking is referred to as off-street parking. Such a parking is referred to as off-street parking. They may be operated by either public agencies or private firms. They may be operated by either public agencies or private firms. Types of off-street parking. Types of off-street parking. Surface car parking, multi-story parking, roof parking, mechanical parking, underground parking. Surface parking, multi-story parking, mechanical parking, lifting mechanism, roof parking, underground parking. Peripheral parking schemes. Peripheral parking schemes providing parking facilities at the periphery of the town and use order modes to reach their destination. Providing parking facilities at the periphery of the town and use order modes to reach their destination. Objective of periphery parking: park and walk. Objectives of periphery parking: park and walk, park and ride, meet and ride, commercial traffic and bus traffic terminals. Park and walk, park and ride, meet and ride, commercial traffic and bus truck terminals. Parking survey, parking space inventory, parking uses survey by patrol, questionnaire type parking uses survey, cordon count, parking space inventory. The first step in the parking survey is to collect data on the amount, type and location of space actually or potentially available for parking in an area. The first step in a parking survey is to collect data on the amount, type and location of space actually or potentially available for parking in an area. The area to be surveyed should be first be delineated. Items to be recorded are total length of curb and lanes governed by no waiting and limiting waiting restriction. Total length of curb and lane governed by no waiting and limited waiting restriction. Number of parking space provided in the street. Street width. Location of bus stops, bus bays, pedestrian crossings, loading zones, taxi stands, and other phases that are likely to affect the use of the street for parking. Locations of bus stop, bus bays, pedestrian crossings, loading zones, taxi stands, and other features that are likely to affect the use of the street for parking. Traffic management measures in force such as prohibited turns, one-way streets. Traffic management measures in force such as prohibited turns, one-way streets, etc. Number and types of traffic signs for regulation of parking. Private streets. Vacant or unused land suitable for temporary or permanent parking space. Parking uses by petrol. Parking uses by petrol. Purpose. The purpose of parking uses survey is to obtain data on the extent of usage of parking spaces. The purpose of parking uses survey is to obtain data on the extent of usage of parking spaces. The survey will include counts of park vehicle at regular intervals through a period covering both the morning and evening peak period and the parking acquisition and turnover. The survey will include counts of park vehicle at regular intervals through a period covering both the morning and evening peak period and the parking acquisition and turnover. The survey can be for on-street and off-street parking. The general methodology for both the survey is similar. This method consists of making periodic observations of park vehicle on each patrol. Mapping the street system. The first step is to prepare The first step is to prepare a map of the street system that will be covered by the patrol, showing terrain each subdivision into sections. The first step is to prepare a map of the street system that will be covered by the patrol, showing terrain each subdivision into sections. Street junctions make convenient points for determining the section. Street junction make convenient points for determining the section. The recording can be for both sides of the road or separately for each side. The recording can be for both sides of the road or separately for each side. The map and the forms will clearly show the direction of travel by the patrolman and the side or sites where observations are to be recorded by arrows. The map and the forms will clearly show the direction of travel by patrolman and the side or sites where observations are to be recorded by arrows. The length of streets to be covered by the patrol is limited by the length of the streets to be covered by a patrol is limited by the speed of walking while not noting the registration number and the frequency of patrol. The speed of walking while noting the registration number and the frequency of patrol. A speed of 900 meter in half an hour is useful guide, which will be altered to suit the density of parking. A speed of 900 meter in half an hour is useful guide, which will be altered to suit the density of parking. Frequency of patrol. A frequency of half an hour is considered to be satisfactory for on-street parking, while a frequency of 1 hour could be used for off-street parking. A frequency of half an hour is considered to be satisfactory for one-street parking, while a frequency of 1 hour could be used for off-street parking. A frequency of half an hour is likely to miss short-term parker up to 29-minute duration, and this makes it necessary to have more frequent patrols in selected areas where short-term parking may be significant. Example, near banks, post office, etc. A frequency of half an hour is likely to miss short-term parkers up to 29-minute duration, and this makes it necessary to have more frequent patrols in selected areas where short-term parking may be significant. Example, near banks, post office, etc. Methods of observation. Usually patrol are by foot, but too close to one another, a moving car may also be used. Usually patrol are by foot, but too close to one another, a moving car may also be used. As an ad or tape recorder may be used to record a registration number of vehicle. As an ad or tape recorder may be used to record a registration number of vehicle. Timing of survey. The survey should not be done on a typical weekday, free from factors like to result in non-representative characteristics. The survey should be done on a typical weekday, free from factors likely to result in non-representative characteristics. The period of the survey is usually 10 to 12 hours. The period of survey is usually 10 to 12 hours so as to cover the arrival and departure of the commuters and shoppers. The period of the survey is usually 10 to 12 hours so as to cover the arrival and departure of commuters and shoppers. Equipment and form of recording. Each observer will be equipped with a watch, a pencil, a supply of forms, a map of street and board. Each observer will be equipped with a watch, a pencil, a supply of forms, a map of street and a board. So एउटा क्वेसन छ, the parking survey data collected from a parking lot by license plate method is shown in the table below. Find the average occupancy, average turnover, parking load, parking capacity and efficiency of parking load भनेर हामीलाई एउटा टेबल गिभन भएको छ. सो यही हो क्वेसन, हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ. सो लाइसेन्स प्लेट मेथड भनेको चाहिँ पार्किङ युजेज मेथड हो है त. सो क्वेसन चाहिँ यही हो. अब सोलुसन गरौँ. सोलुसन गर्नु पर्यो. अब हामीलाई के भन्छ, नम्बर अफ सो यसमा के हुन्छ भने अब यो हामीलाई नम्बर अफ बे दियो, यो टाइम दियो 0 to 15, 15 to 30, 30 to 45, 45 to 60 भनेर दियो। यहाँ कुनै कुनै ठाउँमा खाली छ हो। अनि यो चाहिँ भेहिकलहरू हो है। यो चाहिँ अब यो भेहिकलहरू त हो हैन, यो सबै भेहिकलहरू नै हो, यो सबै भेहिकलहरू नै हो हैन। अब यसलाई जहाँ जहाँ भेहिकल छैन नि त्यहाँ चाहिँ 0 लेख्ने, जहाँ जहाँ भेहिकल छ त्यहाँ 1 लेख्ने क्या, त्यही गरे हो। अनि टर्नओभरमा चाहिँ के गर्ने भन्दाखेरि अब यहाँ डिफ्रेन्ट भेहिकल छ है, त्यही भएर 3। सेकेन्डमा हेर सेम भेहिकल छ, त्यही भएर 1। त्यस्तै गरेर हामीले यहाँसम्म गऱ्यौँ। अनि एक्युमुलेसनको लागि यो सबै जोड्यो, यहाँ लेख्यो, यो सबै जोड्यो यहाँ लेख्यो, यो सबै जोड्यो यहाँ लेख्यो, यो सबै जोड्यो यहाँ लेख्यो। अनि अक्युपेन्सी भनेको यो सबै जोडेपछि 10 डिभाइड बाई कतिवटा छ हामीसँग नम्बर अफ 12, 10/12, 11/12, 9/12, 11/12। यहाँ चाहिँ के गर्यो, यहाँ चाहिँ अघि भनिसकेँ मैले, डिफ्रेन्ट भेहिकल छ भने जोड्नु पर्यो। यहाँ अब 1 छ, 1 4वटा छ, 4 लेख्नु होला नि फेरि। यहाँ सेम भेहिकल छ त्यही भएर 1, त्यस्तो गऱ्यो हैन। यो गर्दा 27 आयो। अनि एक्युमुलेसन सम अफ अल इन एभ्री इन्टरभल, एक्युपेन्सी भनेको एक्युमुलेसन भने कसरी निकाल्ने भन्दाखेरि सम अफ अल इन एभ्री इन्टरभल के, यो सबै गर्दा यो अघि भनिसकेको हो। अक्युपेन्सी भनेको एक्चुअली अकुपाइड बे डिभाइड बाई टोटल नम्बर अफ बे। एक्चुअली अकुपाइड 12, 10 डिभाइड बाई 12, 10 डिभाइड बाई 12 भनेपछि 10 डिभाइड बाई 12 भनेपछि यो 10 डिभाइड बाई 12 डिभाइड 4, 0 to 15 इन्टरभल भनेपछि सबैको निकाल्न सकिन्छ। टर्नओभर भनेको अघि नै भनिसकेँ मैले, अल सम अफ भेहिकल इन अ रेस्पेक्टिभ बे फर एभ्री इन्टरभल टाइम। त्यही डिफ्रेन्ट भेहिकल पऱ्यो भने डिफ्रेन्ट मानेर गर्नु पऱ्यो होइन। यो इक्जाम्पल हो एउटा। अब एभरेज टर्नओभर भनेको 27 डिभाइड बाई 12 घटाए 2.25 आयो। एभरेज एक्युपेन्सी भनेको यो सबै जोड्नु पऱ्यो डिभाइड बाई 4 गर्दाखेरि यति बेला आयो। पार्किङ क्यापेसिटी भनेको पार्किङ एरिया, त्यो भनेको 12 त हामीले गर्न पाउँछ नि त, 12 नम्बर अफ भेहिकल पर आवर। पार्किङ लोड भनेको एक्युमुलेसनको सब जोड्ने अनि इन्टु कति मिनटको हामीले दिएको छ, इन्टरभल 15 हो। अनि यसलाई कन्भर्ट गरेर डिभाइड बाई 60 गर्नु परिहाल्यो। त्यो गर्दाखेरि 10.25 भनेर हामीलाई आवरमा आउँछ। पार्किङ एफिसिएन्सी भनेको पार्किङ लोड बाई टोटल नम्बर अफ बेज। पार्किङ एफिसिएन्सी भनेको पार्किङ लोड बाई टोटल नम्बर अफ बेज, त्यो गर्दाखेरि 85.416% आयो। पार्किङ ड्युरेसन भनेको यो जोड्दाखेरि कहाँ हुन्छ 22-19 भनेपछि एक्युमुलेसनलाई हामीले रोबाट जोड्यो भने 41 आउँछ। 41 डिभाइड बाई यहाँबाट कति आएको थियो 27 इन्टु 1 घटाखेरि पार्किङ ड्युरेसन आयो। यो पनि त्यसरी नै हो। अब 3 मा छ क्वेसनर टाइप पार्किङ युजेस सर्वे। क्वेसनर टाइप पार्किङ युजेस सर्वे। द क्वेसनर टाइप पार्किङ युजेस सर्वे इन्भल्व्स interviews with the drivers who use the parking facility. The questionnaire type parking uses survey involves interviews with the drivers who use the parking facilities. The survey can either be making inquiries among the car owners living in a vicinity of the survey area, or by making inquiries among the drivers of cars seen to park in the area at the time of survey. The survey can either be made by making inquiries among the car owners living in a vicinity of the survey area, or by making inquiries among the driver of cars seen to park in an area at the time of survey. In this interview of actual Parker, the information collected should include in this interview of actual Parkers, the information collected should include address of origin of the trip, address of destination of the trip, trip purpose, time of types of parking space used, types of vehicle. Normally, one interviewer is required to cover about 15 spaces. Normally, one interviewer is required to cover about 15 spaces. All the parkers in 8 or 10 hours period are interviewed. All the parkers in 8 or 10 hours period are interviewed. The duration of the survey may be a single day or may be spread over a number of days. The duration of the survey may be a single day or may be spread over a number of days. Curtain count. In this method, the area to be surveyed in demarcated by a cordon line which is crossed by roads emanating from the area. In this method, the area to be surveyed is demarcated by the cordon line which is crossed by the roads emanating from the area. Counting stations are established at these crossing points and a count is made of all the vehicle entering and leaving the area. Counting stations are established at these crossing points and a count is made of all the vehicle entering and leaving the area. The difference between the top traffic gives the number of vehicle parked or in the motion of area. Then the difference between the top traffic gives the number of vehicle parked or in a motion of the area. Traffic traffic capacity study. Traffic capacity study. Traffic capacity study. Traffic capacity study. It is the ability of roadway to accommodate a stream of moving vehicle. It is the ability of roadway to accommodate a stream of moving vehicle. It is expressed as the maximum number of vehicle. It is expressed as the maximum number of vehicle in a lane or roadway that can pass a given point in unit time, usually on hours. It is expressed as the maximum number of vehicle in a lane or roadway that can pass a given point in unit time, usually on hour. Different types of vehicle are converted into a common types passenger car unit. Different types of vehicle are converted into a common types passenger car unit (PCU). The capacity of single lane is approximately 2400 PCU per hour with an average time headway of 1.5 second. The capacity of a single lane is approximately 2400 PCU per hour with average time headway of 1.5 second. Headway is time taken by the second vehicle to pass the same point. Headway is the time taken by the second vehicle to pass the same point. Capacity, maximum rate of flow with a certain level of service. Capacity, maximum rate of flow with a certain level of service. Types of capacity: basic capacity. Types of capacity: basic capacity, possible capacity, practical capacity. Basic capacity: theoretical capacity of road, the maximum number of passenger car passing a specified point on a road in 1 hour duration in most ideal traffic condition. HCM. Highway capacity manual defines ideal flow condition. Uninterrupted flow free from side interface of vehicle and pedestrians. Traffic lane width is 3.65 meter with shoulders and no lateral obstruction with 1.8 meter of the edge of the pavement. For rural highways, vertical and horizontal alignment satisfactory for an average speed of except 100 km per hour for one-way highways and 60 km per hour for two-lane highway. Uninterrupted flow. It occur on the facilities that have no fixed elements causing interruption to traffic flow, such as signals, stop sign, external to traffic stream, etc. Interrupted flow. It occurs on the facilities that have fixed elements causing periodic interruption to flow. Possible capacity. Maximum number of passenger car that can pass a given point on a lane on roadway in 1 hour under prevailing roadway and traffic condition. Maximum number of passenger cars that can pass a given point on a lane or roadway in 1 hour under prevailing roadway and traffic condition. Under the bad prevailing condition, possible capacity tends to zero. traffic congestion, possible capacity equal to 0. In ideal condition, possible capacity equal to basic capacity. Practical capacity. Maximum number of vehicles that can pass a given point on a lane or roadway during 1 hour without the traffic density being so great as to unreasonable delay, hazard, or restriction to driver freedom to maneuver under prevailing roadway and traffic condition, also called as design capacity. Importance of traffic capacity study. Design features: highway type, number of lanes, width of lanes, intersection geometry. To study adequacy or deficiency of highway network, present traffic volume is compared with the capacity of the existing facilities. To improve and change in geometric features, junctions, traffic control devices, etc. Determination of theoretical maximum capacity. Formula for capacity: C equal to 1000 into V by S, where C भनेको capacity of single lane vehicle per hour, V भनेको speed kilometer per hour, S भनेको center to center spacing of vehicle space headway meter. From the actual observation can be calculated from consideration of perception time, braking distance and length of vehicle. S भनेको S equal to L plus 0.278 pt plus p square by 254 f, where L equal to length of vehicle, p भनेको speed kilometer per hour, f भनेको frictional coefficient, t भनेको perception reaction time. Second, the maximum theoretical capacity of traffic lane may be C भनेको 3600 divided by st vehicle per hour, st भनेको time headway second. Speed and capacity relationship. Peak value of the maximum theoretical capacity is reached at an optimum speed. As speed is increased further, the maximum capacity of the lane start decreasing due to increase in headway. अब न्यूमेरिकल छ एउटा. So numerical छ. Calculate the theoretical maximum traffic capacity of a traffic lane at a speed of 65 km per hour. Assume coefficient of friction F as 0.38, total reaction time as 0.68 second and average length of vehicle as 6.1 meter भनेको छ. Speed भनेको 65 km per hour, coefficient of friction F भनेको 0.38, total reaction time t भनेको 0.68 second. Now S equal to L plus 0.270 pt plus p square divided by 254 f. त्यो गर्दाखेरि 62.160 मिटर आयो. अनि C भनेको 1000 into V by S, 1000 into 65 divided by 62.160 गर्दाखेरि 1045.688 चाहिँ हाम्रो theoretical maximum traffic capacity आएको छ. Design capacity and level of service. The capacity flow or maximum possible flow on a roadway or a traffic. यो चाहिँ पछि कुरा गर्छु.